Oh my god. Oh my god. I've just had a realisation. I do a lot of videos where I record and I need all my audio on different layers. And for live streams, I keep forgetting to set those back. I should really invest some time in actually... Yeah, I should invest some time in actually bloody saving settings so I can just flick between live and whatever. And I wonder if you can do that for the actual stream key setup as well. So where you add the live stream key, I wonder if you can actually save that. I can't believe that. That is how... Oh my god, stop doing that. How long have I been doing this? Okay, I've been live for 25 minutes. That's 25 minutes of basically pure silence. And my desktop as well. I wonder if my desktop was available. Let's have a look. Yes, the desktop was available, so at least you heard some music at the start. Oh, Jesus Christ, first stream. Absolute botulism. Oh my god. Right, okay. So as you probably saw, I was winging it to get this thing working, and it seems to work, so that's great. That is brilliant. The other thing that I was going to look at was a colour version of that, because I saw one of those being done, so let's just do a MB colour. So that's one of my tasks done. I've got a whole Trello board full of tasks. I can't believe you couldn't bloody hear. I'll have to put a timestamp saying no audio until here. Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's have a look. God, bloody Jesus Christ. Right, let's get white on there. Lovely, look at that. Okay, so I don't need to do much. I'll add a star. Can I hold that? Yes, I can do that. Brilliant. I love the fact that with the star you can choose how many points it's got. I love it. Okay, so let's just do that. No, yeah, I'll do that. And then let's try this again. So you've got the blend state, and I guess you've got the colours. So here, timeline, we'll call this one default again. Can I duplicate? Yes, you can duplicate it. Excellent. So we've got choose yellow, orange. No, let's just do red backslash. Can't believe I just did that. And then blue. Okay, so we've got these. And then what do I do? What's the colour, I guess? Fill. So default is black, so let's set that there. Yellow. Oh man, see, it's simple, but it isn't. So the colour of this is yellow, so let's set that to yellow. The colour of this is red. Come here, you little sigh. God, look at that. God, killer. Beautiful. And then this blue. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Perfect. Okay. Now what do I do? So you add a blend state, I guess, do you? Add a... Yes, it blend state's 1D or whatever. Okay, the weird thing that I remembered was that there was colours here. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how he did it. Honestly, I don't know how he did it. Maybe it's in his JC's layers demo. Let's have a look. It took me ages to find the stuff in this ice lolly, this lollipop. Oh, here we go. Independent actions. Is this the one? Yeah, this is it. This is the little swine. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh my god. Any state. Hang on a minute. So this is entry to idle. And then there's any state. Oh, I haven't got a clue what any state means. How do you add these transitions? Okay, so that's number 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you set red, whatever, blue, blah, 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 state machine, idle, the input is 1, Billy idle. God knows why you have to do that. I guess you have to have it just sat on something. Okay, so let's get rid of this. So I'm not using this then. Let's delete it. What the hell is idle? Oh, it's a looping. Oh my god. Okay, so that's just that thing doing this thing. Excellent. Love it, love it, love it. So if that's the case, I will just have default then. Perfect. And then we'll pretend that's a looping animation. Well, bugger it, I suppose I can do this. There we go. I thought that was in the middle, apparently not. Right, that'll do. I'm not going to try and win any awards with this. I can't believe it. I can't believe the talking thing. Anyhow, right, so now you've got the colours. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the same thing. Oh, why is this crazy? When you live stream, you start pressing silly things and all sorts. Okay, so Billy Idol. The number thing is, where's that? That's just in the input. Is it on the state machine? Okay. Timeline red, yellow, whatever. Ah, there's the conditions. Conditions. I don't understand the any state, and you know, at the moment. I'll get there. I will get there. Okay, so here we go. Let's add a number. Color option. Okay. And then on colors, any state. Let's get entry out of the way. See you later. Blue, red, yellow. And just to irritate everybody, I'm going to do this. condition. Color option is equal to 1. Color option is equal to 2. Color option is equal to 3. I'm not going to look at the other one yet. I'm just going to play it and see what happens. Oh, let's loop this. Loop. Why is this not looping? Why is this not looping? Default. Oh, I probably selected them all. Oh, man alive. I don't understand. Oh, no, what? I don't get it, I don't get it. So I'll scale it. And it's changing it to all of them. Scale. Fill is the fill, isn't it? Ah, what? What? I'm being daft. Okay, that's a lesson learnt right there. Bela Lugosi. Okay. Right, let's press play. Let's see what happens. Thank you, Mr. JC. Let's have a look at your name again. Mr. JcToon. I can actually hear his voice when I'm doing stuff based on what he said. I can hear him talking to me through the live streams. Okay, so is this the one? Yeah, so that's 2 successful. That's 2 successful ones. So there's nothing else going. This is literally just the entry into here. This is the power of layers. I'm still not understanding this any state thing. How does this bear any relevance? What relevance does this have to anything? I guess this is to the state of anything. Can I add another state? What does animation? What's the difference between animation state and any state? Add a state. Any state. Animation state. So I could choose this maybe? Oh, okay, so I can choose which one it is here. And that's, yeah, okay. Nah, I'm still not 100% on that. But look at that. Whew. Okay, so that's good. Now I did have a mess around with, and I want to see if it works. So let me see. Interesting. Very interesting. Interesting. Bookmarks manager. What? Oh. Okay, show bookmark bar. Why is it in a new window, my bookmark bar? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so I don't want to be in incognito. There we go. Right, so Chrome it sucks because check this out. This one here's the live. This is my live bookmark bar. Are you ready? Watch this. Control Shift B. Only does it on that one. Doesn't do it on this one. So that's a bug. Fix it. Fix it, Chrome. And then what am I doing? I am going to go to. Actually, I'll close this because I am going to open this up. And this is my first Rive experiment. So let me take you through it. So for me, all I wanted to do was just get a bloody something on the page and then just have me messing with it. So the Rive experiment that I messed with was, let me turn this off, go away, go. Let's get rid of this. Ooh, okay. Yes, that's it. The Rive experiment I did was this one. So this experiment has okay, so I've got the loader, and then that goes to timeline 0. Then I did some layer stuff. Excellent. So I've forgotten all of this. I've got inputs for progress. So if I press play, you can see all of this stuff happening, and then when I get to the end, I trigger the skull saying you're dead, and I was just like, I just got to knock something out. I just have to get something done. So it was like I saw a tutorial that they were doing on the Rive channel, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'll just get this going in and just bring in a very quick whipped up scully thing. So from that, I've got the blend layer because I needed to learn blend layers. So what's going on here? Condition, nothing. Okay, so I've got the blend layer, and then I've got 0 and loaded. So 0 is this, where the loader bar is off to the left. Loaded is when the loader bar is all the way to the right. So that's the blend. And then you've got dot on and dot off. What the hell does that mean? Dot on is the animation. Dot off is just sat where it is. And then dot reset is it shrinking back down again. I assume that with dot on, I could transition its current position and blend that somehow to, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but what I did was for the dot layer, I actually had it so that when it goes to the dot off initially, and then if the progress is less than or equal to 0, it goes to dot on, so you're dead. And then if the progress is greater than 0, then it goes to dot reset. And what does dot reset do? Dot reset, that's it, that animates it back, and that leaves at exit time, 100%. It goes back to dot off, I guess. I guess that's how it works. I don't know if there's a better way to do that, but that's what I do. I'm sure there's ways to optimize that down. So I just have this looping, rotating pattern. And the main factor of this is just an input. So that's it. That's basically how it is. So you press play. This is at the top. Imagine getting punched, and then you're dead. So let me minimize this and let me go on. So here we go. We've got the index, and then let me do go live. What will this run it in? Okay, does it on here. Right, here you go. So what I did was on here, I set a radial, so not like a horizontal. I set a radial, or not a vertical. I just figured bugger it. Let's do a radial. So that as I get further away, you're dead. Which is sort of cool. That's quite cool. So basically, I'm just looking at the mouse location within the page and then just doing whatever. Technically, I guess I should do it based on the width of the page. and then choose like a left and right here, or from here to here, whatever, it doesn't matter. But so I followed their guide, and what do I have? That's it. So I pull in their canvas, and then what I do is I add my canvas to a wrapper, because I need to have it in a wrapper so that I can make the proximity work a little bit better. So because I actually need to add something on a page, I'll actually see if I can show that. So if I go into my index script, my index script, let me set it so that show guide is true. Right, there you go. So this is my radial. You can see this sort of red circle. So as I reach it, there we go. And then you can see as I get to the center, you can make a game trying to find the exact center. When as I come out again, whoop, whoop. So most of that rubbish is here, but the main script that I copied and pasted and then sort of looked around and found the other stuff for is here. So I like to call variables stupid names just so that they stand out. I don't do this all the time, when I'm at work and stuff, but so this is cool. So chicken equals a new Rive instance. Source is the experiments.rive. I've got that in the root, so that's fine. Canvas. I've set a variable canvas to be the element canvas, and I also set a variable called let progress equals undefined. So I've got a variable called progress that's on the global right now. That's fine. Actually, no, index is a module, so it's within the module. And then autoplay true. That was straightforward. State machines loader. So let me just have a look. State machines. Okay, yeah. So state machines is loader. And then you've got, I don't actually use it, but on state change, console log on state change event data. So I've got it outputting some stuff. So I can actually right click on there and inspect. Let's zoom that in. So here we go. So state change dot on, state change dot off, state change dot reset. So I'm getting all the yeah, there you go. So when I go in, it resets and then it goes to dot off. So it's cool. I'm getting all those state changes. So that's fantastic. But because I've got my own proximity script, I don't necessarily need to worry about those in this particular instance. I'm sure there will 100% be reasons that I'll be using a state change, but because I'm looking at the radius and setting that based on the radius, I don't need to worry about anything else when it comes to the state log or whatever it is, the state change. Seems to be fine. Nice and clean. And that's what I like about it. I've got all of that happening there, and I've got my script happening here, and this just goes, give me a value and I'll do some stuff for you. And I love it. Absolutely love that. So on load, I set chicken inputs to equal chicken state machine inputs loader, and then progress equals chicken inputs dot find, and that finds progress. So let's have a look. What is chicken input state machines inputs loader, and then we've got progress. This bit I wasn't sure about. I had to grab this. I grabbed off of their site, off the Rive site, but I wasn't quite sure about this. Progress, reset. Yeah, I didn't understand. Oh, I've got progress here. Oh, that's it. Yes. Okay, so progress is one of the inputs, and I am looking for progress. So on load, grab that, and then set that to the sort of like, the ground level scope progress variable. And now that is ready to be used somewhere else. So basically that's it, that's the gist of it. This loads the file, the Rive file. It doesn't need to really have this on state change, that's not even used, but it's there. But I get the chicken input, and I don't want to put the rest of my script inside the onload, just for this experiment. I didn't really want to do any of that. So I could call an object, make a lovely object over here somewhere, and just call that and send the progress into it, and then that could activate it and everything. But for now, I set this on the root, and then this is where I use my proximity script, which is in the works. Very straightforward. As in, anyone could do it, and why don't I look on the internet and find someone who's done it? But I don't know, they'll have a lot of stuff in there I don't really care about, and I want to learn. So I create a new proximity script, I send to it the canvas, and then I send to it 3 callbacks. So one of them's on activate, the other one is on deactivate, and then the other one is on zone. So when I come out, that's deactivate. When I go in, it's activate. And when I move around within the area, that's zone. And then you can just do whatever you want. You get proximity data sent to you, and it gives you a lovely object with the results of what you ask for. So I've got here the length is 500. And what that does, I don't know why, I double it. So actually this is 1,000. So when you send a 500, it's 1,000. So maybe I need to change that. So I send to it the length, which is 500, which becomes 1,000. I've got show guide to true, type mouse, so it's looking for the mouse position, and not the scroll position. And then I've got value is 100, and I think by default it's set to radial, but I could set that to something else. So I've got the value set to 100, which is the length of this animation. And so basically it just calculates from the length doubled. It just calculates this and just sets it so that it returns the value between 0 and 100. Very straightforward. But if I set this to say 300 instead, there you go. So it's a bit smaller now. And then the reason that I wrap this in the wrapper is so that the proximity service can actually add the guide. Otherwise it's going to be a massive ball ache, isn't it, really, to get this guide to show. But yes, so now that we've got progress, I on activate console logs, I'm just saying hello. I add the class list name remove dead. So basically this just adds that when it activates, remove the dead class, so that from the page, so the dead class has been applied, which makes the background white. If I go into here, then the dead class is added. Oh no, dead class is added here, makes the background white. Dead class is removed, so it goes back to black. So that is all I do for on activate and on deactivate. Also on deactivate I set values, and on zone I set values, and so I send the proximity data there and set values, which is constantly running whether this is loaded or not, checks to see if progress doesn't equal undefined. If it doesn't equal undefined, then it sets progress dot value to equal the data dot value. So overall this is like, it looks like a sort of big thing, but it's actually nothing to it. This is just setting parameters, and then these are the 3 callbacks. And if I take this out, and I take this out, and I take out, let's take this out. Is there anything else? No, that's it. So that's really how small it is. I'll bring it all back again, but it's just nice to have a bit of debugging. But yeah, that is it. That is it. There's no point in me going into the proximity script to really. That's really teeny tiny at the moment. But what have I got feature-wise in here? Let me just quickly check. So I've got type scroll and then type mouse. It seems like mouse is radial by default. That's it. So I've got the type, and actually what I need to do is have a think about how the mouse works, because the deal with the mouse is that I might want it so that I'm actually looking at the entire height of this window or a container, and if the mouse is at the start and then moves to the right, then I want it to do the value thing as well. So I've got a few other things to add to this. I don't want it to get too crazy, but I do want to make it so it caters for a lot of things. But the scroll's pretty cool, because if I scroll up and down, I can set a sort of gap so that as I scroll down, it'll, you know, do the give you the number to the center, and then it will fade out again. But I need to have it so that it doesn't just go to the center, fade, you know, and get to the maximum number and then come out and go back to 0 again. I need the option to be able to say 0 to 100. So 0 to 100 to 0, 0 to 100, and then flip it as well. And I need to do that sort of stuff. So I've got a few things to look at there. But yeah, so that's it. So I'm creating this proximity script to work with. I was making it for some other reason, because I actually had some audio tests, and I don't know where they are, otherwise I'd show you. But I had like all these little radios, and then wherever you hover over them, the music gets louder, and then you can hover over a couple and hear 2 pieces of music doing their thing. Yeah, I'm still working on this. And I want to get it sorted, but most of the time I'm sleeping, stinking and sleeping. Anyhow, so that's me messing around there. I'm done. I've really wasted a lot of time. What's the time? It's 17 minutes past 1. Yeah, I need to have a think about what I'm doing with this proximity script before I do anything else. But I've done 2 tasks now. I've done 2 tasks for tonight, so I'm very chuffed with that. Let me close this again. That is fantastic. Let me have a quick look at how to do a target, and then that's it. I'll stop, and I think I'll get some sleep. I've got some deadlines tomorrow, so this isn't going to be doing any animated stuff. This is just, I'm not even going to give it a name. It's so late I can't even talk properly. Actually, let me give this just a little. Oh, look at that. What do I want to do? I want to see how this target thing works. How do you do targets? So you can create a group and then set that as a target. So I'm going to create an ellipse, and then I guess the center is the main sort of part of it. So if I now create, can I just create a group? So that's a group. So I've just moved the group around. Style, target. So I've got that there. So now if I select ellipse, can I target this? How do I target it? So that's a target. Constraints? Ah, is it constraints? Distance, scale, rotate? No. Well, let me just click on rotation and see what that does. No. Target. Oh, target. Hold on, so we've got the rotation. Select a target. Okay. So that's the target. So now if I select this and then rotate it. Okay. It's a circle. How am I going to know if it's rotated? Jesus. Hold on. Let me edit this. There we go. Now I'm going to know. Oh, look at that. That is wondrous. Look at that. Oh, it's rotating. And then, if I move it around, it doesn't affect it. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Is there a way to select multiple things? There isn't, is there? Source space, local, dest space, world, strength. So if I set it to 180, then that means that it will rotate that extra bit. Yeah, that's it, because I remember being shown that when I asked the question. Okay, I need to name this board. What are we going to call this one? We're going to call this one target. Constraints. I'm actually starting to get a brain fart, like as in the frontal lobe is starting to go a bit. What's it? Oh, good. I'm hearing the audio. I just needed to double check. Okay, so good. That's target Margaret. No, target constraint. Eventually, I will. I can't type right now. Eventually, I will actually do an upgrade and actually do a monthly subscription on this. But there's I collect trading cards, you see, and there's Garbage Pail Kids that need to be bought in December. There's Garbage Pail Kids Chrome Series 5 coming out, and it's just crazy. Anyhow, so let me try the tree thing then, because there was a tree that was being done. And I'm going to try that very quickly. And it was getting really complicated. And I can't remember anything. I can only remember a few things. So if I draw a bone here, oops. Okay, so I've got this, and then if I draw one of these, okay, and then I'm going to quickly draw another ellipse. Oh, look at this. One small eye, one big eye. Potato head. Right, so we got this. And let's just group that. And then let me do the freeze thing again. Freeze. 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 Done. Right, okay, good. So now oh, it's not snapping onto there. That's a shame. It'd be nice if it snapped onto there. Right, is there a way to target this? So if I click on this, add constraint, let's just do transform. What is transform? Is that Okay. Oh my god, yeah, this is going to be nuts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. So this is going to have rotation constraints. Or IK constraints. Oh my god, yeah, I don't know how you do this. I'm gonna have to watch the video. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. I've got to watch the video because I have not got a clue. I think there's going to be a huge leveling up going on after this, because I have not got a clue what you do at all. I need to attach this guy to the top of here, or to at least be associated with that. But not only that, I need it so that when I rotate this, that there's an IK thing going on. Constraints, let's try IK on this. I don't know what it just means nothing to me. I did actually put IK on something, and when I moved it around, it was going cool. Can I select both? No, this means nothing to me. Okay, I'm going to stop there. It's time that I quickly learn some extra stuff, and then I can just you know, mess around with that and actually make it worthwhile. So I'm going to stop there. And where the hell is the... Oh, there it is. Okay, right. So I'm going to see you all later. Okay. Sorry about the first part of this video with no audio. I'm going to have to put some timeline markers to say no audio, but this bit's interesting, or no audio from no voice, and then I'll, you know, well, you know what I'm talking about. Do you really need to hear my voice? You don't. Anyhow, I'll see you later.